Jeremy, thank you. The Langston Center here in Johnson City is celebrating Black History Month with a Vintage Art Expo.
Yeah, here to tell us about the Expo, Preston Hall in studio with us. Preston, welcome.
How you doing? Thank you.
Well, first of all, tell us about the Art Expo, a couple different times that people can come take advantage.
Well, you can come by on February the 17th and also on February the 20th.
All right, and what can we expect?
You can be expecting vintage pieces that will be telling the story from the civil rights movement all the way to the Black Lives Matter protests. We also have some sports and some musicians on there as well.
And when you think of art, you know, you think of like pieces on the wall, but that is not the case completely here, right?
Not at all. This is all fashion through the medium of fashion.
It's such an interesting concept because, you know, I've never even heard of something like this. What made you come up with this idea?
Well, I own a vintage clothing store in the city, and I've been finding these pieces and curating for the last 8 years. And I just found it in my heart, man, it's February, you might as well just try it out. So I went to the Langston Center and asked them if I could do it, and they gave me their blessing.
Describe what you hope people take away from the exhibit as they come in. When you talk about different eras and these different movements, you can almost, it tells the whole story as you walk through the exhibit. Why is that important to put all these pieces together? I want to bring
everybody together. I want to bring information to the forefront. Black history is American history. So I want everybody to just get a part of that or get a piece of that and get an understanding of each other. We don't have to be shy about it. We don't have to be afraid of it. We could just take in all the history, and that way we can have conversation and dialogue about it.
And when you think of vintage clothing, you know, you might think of what your parents wore, something back there, but I mean, how exactly do you tie it into Black history? What exactly makes it a key part of this exhibit?
It's pretty much the images that are on the pieces. I have a piece that's from the Million Man March. I have a piece that's from the Million Women March. So these pieces right here pretty much tell its own story. And it's just that simple.
Now, take me into the day-to-day. What's that like when you come across? Do you ever get a piece and you're like, yes?
Yes, indeed. That day-to-day it's a hustle and bustle, it's a stress. But when you come across one of those pieces that will probably make you a lot of money, first things first, you're like, yes. But when you find those pieces that are just amazing and touch your heart, like I just put it to the side, and I just want to keep it. I just want to hold on to it forever, and hopefully find people that cherish the moment or cherish that piece as much as I do.
And now people obviously are going to come out to this because they have an interest in seeing these vintage clothings. But if someone's watching at home and they're like, you know what, I have a great piece. I mean, is there any way that they could come by and share that as well?
Come on by to Vintage Ave Boutique and we can discuss it and possibly get you into the showcase next year.
A chance for people to take away, take away some of these vintage pieces from the Art Expo. Is there any opportunities there?
I'm happy you asked that. All the pieces will be for sale. We ask that if you purchase it, that you just understand that it still has to stay there until the end of the expo so that everyone can get the experience and enjoy the piece.
And that's because there's 2 showings. So the first one is going to be on the 17th and the next one will be that Monday as well.
Yes, correct.
And I know you hinted at doing this next year. This is the first time you're doing it, but you know, even before hitting the ground on this event, you're ready to plan next year.
I'm extremely ready. I just feel like the community will come out and show support, and I feel like we will be there next year again. So be ready.
Yeah, right. Free of charge, donations accepted, correct?
Yes,
at the
indeed.
Langston Center.
Yes, indeed.
Awesome. What a great opportunity.
Thank
the
you.
Vintage Art Expo exhibit happening at the Langston Center.
It'll be on the 17th, and again on the 20th, there will be historic pieces of vintage fashion for sale along with refreshments and guest speakers. So much to do there from 12 to 8 all day. It's free, but donations again accepted. We'll be right back.